last port of call for this trip would be St. Martin's, and we would have about a 24-hour steam to reach the port. When we got there, we went and had some breakfast as we docked about around 7 a.m. and we would be leaving later that evening for, I guess, our home port of Fort Lauderdale, which would be about a 2-day steam. So we would have plenty of time doing the onshore or on-ship activities. And so we plan to get a bit of sun here, but then also to go into the town just to do a little bit of exploring in some of the shops in the area. And again, they were in walking distance from the ship, so it was just a matter of just waiting for the many passengers to get off, and then we would get off at our own rate and not have to be concerned about lineup. It would be just go down to the third deck and walk right off the gangplank. Or gangway, I guess, not gangplank. It's not a pirate ship. Anyway, so the view here, of course, again, is beautiful, and you can see as I do a bit of a panoramic view of the port of Phillipsburg. Which is where we landed, and we would take on some fuel, as you can see here, before heading back within the next 12 hours. Anyway, it was a beautiful day again, temperature in the high 20s, and many activities would be going on onshore. Well, we were just going to spend some time here on the deck in the pool before we would end up heading off ship for a little excursion of between 90 minutes and 2 hours. But again, another beautiful day, as you can see. After we spent some time on deck, we ended up heading down to deck 3 and going off ship. And in port again, there was 4 ships, a smaller one this time, but 3 larger ones, as you can see pictured here, that were just waiting for their passengers to come back, and then they would end up heading back to sea. Not sure where these ships were headed, but chances are they would be either going further south in the Caribbean or heading back like we were as well. But in St. Martin's, it was very warm day, although we did receive a couple of tropical showers on the tropical island that we were on, and it rained pretty heavy for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then the sky would clear. This happened a couple of times, and here you can see the amount of water that's coming down. And also in this little video here, you can see the plethora, I guess, of people that were off the cruise ship and just doing some shopping or window shopping and enjoying the scenery. Here you see a hen that is just going about its business, and you can see there's 3 chicks here at least that the hen is mother to, but they're just not even bothered by the number of people that are in and around here. And again, the second tropical shower we had on the island before it just dissipated and people went back to doing some shopping in that. Here there seems to be a torrential downpour, but I'm under some cover, and it's a very warm rain that we are experiencing here in St. Martin's. And then again, people go back to their business of going to and fro with all the shops that are there, and my wife as well was doing some shopping while I just waited for her outside here. Also, I did a little bit of time-lapse photography, and you can see the number of people that are going to and fro here on this main street in St. Martin's. Unbelievable the volume of people that would pass through this point in about a 30-second window. Here you see one of the founding fathers of St. Martin's, and it gives a bit of history, and there's also a statue of him there as well. Then we headed back to the ship, and we would end up going for some supper later in the evening. But overall, it was a beautiful day to just be out and about, to stretch our legs and to do some shopping in St. Martin's.